You're watching the best of Gulls All Access. End will play it out to Helleson. Helleson driving to the net, swoops it in, they score! He comes back here to San Diego and makes a statement. You had the World Junior in 2021, and that was no fans, right? You were in a bubble.
Yeah, that was really strict. We came from BC, which was they were, to me at least, really strict that first year coming back off of COVID. But then once you get to that bubble, it's locked down. The first 4 days we were there, we couldn't even leave our rooms. I think we were in quarantine just to make sure no one got it on the travel or whatever. And you didn't even have a roommate. It was crazy. But yeah, that was, I mean, everybody dreams playing World Juniors, and then just being able to do that. It was tough not being able to have fans, and especially it being in Canada. Like, you know, it would have been sold out, especially that gold medal game. But that doesn't really take away what we got done there. So.
Yeah, and you claimed the gold. So, I mean, looking back at just the tournament, just what is the best memory that you had during all that? Is it just winning that gold medal game flat out?
Yeah, I mean, that's the one that sticks out, but there's so many little memories of just once we were able to hang out with each other and be able to go to each other's rooms or whatever. It doesn't seem like much, but at the time, it felt like it was the best thing ever. You got to hang out with some of their buddies you grew up playing with, and it was awesome. It was a really cool experience.
Well, before college ended, you were involved in a trade, and that brought you here to the Anaheim organization. How did you hear that you were dealt?
I had heard about the possibility. I'd say like a week before from my agent. He just called and said, "Hey, here's what's going on." And I was like, "Okay," but we were still playing, and like they wanted to talk to me, and I was just like, "Can we do this after playoffs? Like, I want to focus on my team first before I start worrying about myself and what I'm gonna do after and all that stuff." So just try to focus on the team, and then when our season did end up ending, I spoke with my agent and decided on what we were going to do, and then the trade went through, and I got to speak to Joe Sakic on the phone, and he just wanted to let me know, like, thank you, like, you've been whatever, and he's like, I just want to let you know, like, you're going to a team that really wants you, that's pretty cool to hear, and like, I hadn't really thought about it, but hearing it from a guy like that, it was pretty cool. Now I'm here, and I'm so thankful for it, and I'm really happy to be here.
What do you think of the city of San Diego so far, now that you've been here for about a year and some change?
Yeah, it's amazing. I'll admit, I'm not gonna like not having snow for Christmas. That's gonna be weird, and seeing the Christmas lights on palm trees and stuff, it just doesn't really do it for me. But San Diego's amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm coming up with complaints, but there's not many to come up with.
What are some things you like to do away from the rink?
Got into golf the last couple of years. I'm not great, but I like to play, and so do a bunch of guys on the team. So we get an off day a lot of times. We'll try to find a course and go play a little bit. Or I bought an electric bike. Me and the roommates, so we go ride those down on the beach and stuff when the weather's nice, and it's really nice in the mornings when there's no one down there, and you kind of just rip up and down the beach as fast as you want. It's really cool. So I don't know, those two things, and then just being around the guys, whatever. Like, I know we were talking about going to see a movie later tonight, just things like that.
Now, we talked about this a little bit off air, but you like to go fishing too when you're back home. So how big of a fisherman are you? What kind of fishing do you like to get into?
I'm huge into it. I love it. Like, if I could do it every day, I would. But my dad actually just bought a brand new boat. So I'm super excited to get back for the summer and get to use that and take advantage of it. But we have a cabin in northern Minnesota on this big lake called Leech Lake. And I grew up going there my whole life and just fishing and stuff. And the main fish there are walleye. And so that's what I grew up fishing for and what I love to do.
For more Gulls All Access, tune in to Fox 5 San Diego, Fridays at 2:30 p.m.